You can hear me out there? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, peace to everybody out there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is the Crawford Experience, and this is the host, James Crawford. I'm gonna give you a couple of more minutes to come on in. It's gonna be a doozy today. You know what I'm saying? So I was just gonna be whoo. I ain't gonna keep you guys long on this one. I mean, I had got, with this article right here, I had listened to a brother named All Things Theology, and I believe this happened last week at New Birth Missionary Church. The antics is just continuing over there with Jamal Bryant and his wife. They had some folks over there, some people, a few lady preachers trying to console his wife. Um, but I guess the backlash hit so hard. I don't know if she could deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you guys a couple of more minutes to come on in, and we'll get started. To all my subscribers out there, if you want to talk about this, whatever, I already shared the link in in the chat. So now we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. This church is located in Lithonia, Georgia. I'm about 10 minutes away from the church where I live. Excuse me. It's about 10 minutes away from where I live. And ever since, going ham, the criticism and, by her, really going on Tamron Hall really set it off. People, in the secular world of podcasting is actually criticizing her. Like my man Corey Holcomb, he went in on her, so everybody in that secular world, the YouTube world, Facebook, whoever has, they podcast, whatever on their platforms, whatever, they basically going in on this woman. And now she had her friends, these lady preachers, one lady from Washington, D.C. I don't know where the other lady's from. And they got their husbands up there, these two simp men just sitting there looking, oh, I ain't gonna really say the word on here. So I just say they look like simps. You know what I'm saying? So that's uh that's really, that's really, that's just crazy, man. I also share the link. You can watch the video All Things Theology. Is the first link I sent. It's the first link I actually sent in here. You could click on that link, and that's the video will actually pop up of All Things Theology. This brother, like I said, this brother do good work. And if I was you guys, I'll like, share, comment on his too, because he does great work on his behalf, and destroying false prophets and stuff. Getting trying to make people aware of what's going on in this crazy world, man. It's just people love these mega churches. They love. I did a video on that last week about the mega church. People, they love the mega church. They love their pastor. They love the pastor's wife and all that. You know, Jamal Bryant. He basically by him, to me, by him and his wife going on the Tamron Hall show, actually really set it off. People, just basically going in, and now she was crying. I think it was last Sunday service. And it wasn't this Sunday because of the ice storm in Georgia. It was actually like the Sunday before. She was up there crying, and couldn't. I guess the criticism was the backlash was so severe to the point that she couldn't take it, and now she got her friends and all this stuff coming to the church, women preachers preaching about basically about nothing. You got to watch this on on the first link I send in the chat. Um, Also with Jamal Bryant, this guy. I'm just gonna say this about him. This guy is so much. I don't care what he does in the community. He does. To get back food to the impoverished people on certain days, whatever. They have food banks and all that. But my thing is this, dude. You so much of a sellout, man. You got your wife out there looking like that. You know what I'm saying? You're a preacher, bro. You're a preacher. You should know better than that, man. But oh yeah, you brought off. You can't. You want to be so much of a top notch celebrity. You know what I'm saying? It's just just crazy like that, man. But otherwise, you're a preacher. You're a so-called preacher. I'm just gonna say that you're a so-called preacher, and when you're a so-called preacher like yourself, you're not going to address this. You just up there when your wife was talking, you just looking like a simp that you are up there on the Tamron Hall program on her show. That's why what I mean. Like I notice, with shows like that, I understand you get women can have a platform, but it's just like some of them programs like that. They want men to be like be like suckers, be simps, to be fools, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about with this new birth madness and foolishness. You know, like I said, the description is in the chat. If you want to watch the video, because I'm on my phone doing on StreamYard, I don't really know how to, show you the video right yet like that. You know what I'm saying? The foolishness at New Birth is just so surreal, man. And the people that go there, come on. It's I know as a guy I know, at the job, he tells me, yeah, his mother goes to the church. His mother try to drag. He says mother drags him sometimes to go to the church. He said the ratio between the man and the woman is 8-1. That's the minimum. The woman to men, I'm sorry, woman to men 8-1. Every 8 women you'll see a man, and then most of the men that's in there is old. They basically seniors in their 50s, or like I said, simps, young simps. I'm just going to be careful here what I say before I won't get flagged. You know what I'm saying? So all these guys they say in the church, whatever, man, these guys got to take a stand, man. It's just wild. Like I said, my coworker said his mother dragged him into the church one Sunday morning, and he said the ratio was 8 women to men, 8-1. I said, I'm not shocked because that's basically the base of the church now. A lot of men are leaving church, especially real brothers. They actually leaving church now because the church, they know the church is a racket, and they know you could get women. Women, I mean, they could form. That's their form of income. Having these women come to church, and they tithes and offers, they give whatever they want to give, and then when you don't have any money to pay your bills, you'll be like, "Oh, I'll get it." My pastor says, God got a miracle with your name on it, and God don't want you to be poor, so you'll get it some way somehow. Pay your bills. Do the priority. Give from give from what's in your heart, and not what your pastor tell you. That's why these pastors, these mega pastors, are so rich, riding in Lamborghinis and you know, Benzos and all this stuff like that. You know, man, I understand. You got a good job, and you driving those type of cars. You know what I'm saying? You're driving those type of cars, and you got a good job, good career going on. But once you at the impoverished level, and these preachers telling you to give like for like not that's not even an example. It was a clip of his service, Jamal Bryant's service, when he said, um, just from the New Year's Eve service, to give everything to 26. It could be 26, it could be 52, it could be 104, it could be 208, it could be 516. Double, 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 double. As long as it's 26, 26 times whatever, and 26 times 9, 26 times 6, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, these folks, they go to these churches, or to my pastor's celebrity and all this stuff like that, but you're not really, what are you learning in that church? That's why when it comes to me, when it comes to church now, you can have it. Like I said in the last video I did, was why do people love mega mega churches? I'm just gonna say it again. This is gonna be the second I'm gonna say this the second time I'm gonna say this. The Christian church, the Christian church has not just hit the skids, they crash with a thud. And it's a shame just to say that. You know, they make these, nobody want to go to church, any church anymore. You make the storefront church look bad. Everybody would say, "Oh, all churches not like that," but most churches are like that. Now, how about that? I don't care if I hurt your feelings saying it or not. Most churches are like that now. The storefront church, ain't nobody going to these churches like that anymore. But you want to go to the mega church. Oh, my pastor's celebrity, and the other guy is another guy in Decatur, Georgia, named William Murphy. He's doing the same garbage that Jamal Bryant is doing. I wouldn't do a video on him or nothing another time. But yeah, Jamal Bryant, you're not gonna clean up your mess in that church. You're gonna let the foolishness keep continuing. Something else gonna happen. I could give it a couple of more weeks. Something else gonna happen in your church. Like something happened, I believe, like towards the end of the new year. Some guy coming up to church, yelling, whatever, and he was, and I gotta post that video. I might have to post that up on the short or something like that to see if if I could basically post that up and see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look for that. Actually, I think I seen a short like that on joy105.com. I don't know if I'm gonna do it like that or try to send it from another link or what, but I'm gonna send it. So if you guys didn't see that, it was some folks. They came up in the church. W man came up in the church and started yelling and screaming. I don't know what was said, but a lot of people, they seen the video. They say he's actually absolutely right about about Jamal Bryant and the church was going on in there. Something else was going to happen. Like I said, something else is going to happen. Excuse me. Something else is going to happen in that church. I give it maybe a couple of weeks, whatever. Again, you know. And that's all I have to say about this, because everything else, you can see the link, the video. I have a link in the comment section. I'm doing another video at, okay, it's supposed to be at 5:50, but I'm gonna give it to about 6:30 to do the video. It's gonna be the results of the both championship games, AFC and NFC. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, the matchup, and but I'm not gonna give you my results until next Friday. I'll do a show on that one for next Friday for my results to give to you. If you like the video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying my best here. I'm just doing it everything on my phone right now until I get the proper equipment, and then you will see my face. I'm on StreamYard doing this on my phone. I don't really want to show my face right now until I have like a proper laptop to do this. But like I said, if you want to like the video, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.